Trump put out a new video talking about something else he's planning on doing while he's president, which I'm all for. I'm really excited about it. Let me bring it up and we can talk about it.
In recent decades, there has been an unexplained and alarming growth in the prevalence of chronic illnesses and health problems, especially in children. We've seen a stunning rise in autism, autoimmune disorders, obesity, infertility, serious allergies, and respiratory challenges. It's time to ask, what is going on? Is it the food that they eat, the environment that we live in, the overprescription of certain medications? Is it the toxins and chemicals that are present in our homes? Every year we spend hundreds of billions of dollars.
So Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was on Joe Rogan it was a few months ago, and he talked about how he believes we are living in a toxic soup. That some people are saying, oh, autism is caused by vaccines or something like that. And they call him a vaccine denier or something along those lines. And his retort was, no, I don't think that any one thing is causing all of these issues. It's that we're living in a toxic soup. And I think that list that Trump put off right there is pretty good as far as the main issues that we're having. The food that we eat is laced with all sorts of chemicals and preservatives. We have microplastics invading our bodies. We have adjuvants from vaccines that are meant to actually aggravate our immune system. That's why they are there, to get an immune response. But it's also not good for you to get aluminum or mercury injected into your body. I understand it's the reason why they put it in, but it's still not good for you. That's why your body reacts to it. And then pollution, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I think all of those things put together are why we have the health issues, the chronic health issues that we have nowadays. I know a lot of people that have gluten issues in America, and when they go to a foreign country for an extended period of time, they have no gluten issues in that foreign country. It's just while they're in America. And I doubt it's because it's America. I think it's because of the general environment that they live in, the food that they eat, probably not the clothing that they have, because I doubt they get brand new clothing while they're over in the foreign country. The house that they live in, potentially the healthcare products that they're using while in America. Who knows? It could be a laundry list of things. But it's exciting that Trump is actually talking about it. I kind of feels like he's stealing this from Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to try and pull some of his votes. And really, I think that's a smart move on his side. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. has a lot of good points. And so if Trump can pull some of Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s great ideas and pull some of his votes away from him, all the better for Trump. And if he lives up to it, all the better for America.
To treat these chronic problems rather than looking at what is causing them in the first place. Too often our public health establishment is too close to big pharma, make a lot of money, big pharma, big corporations and other special interests, and does not want to ask the tough questions about what is happening to our children's health.
So that's one thing that I really found interesting. When Trump ran in 2016, he talked all about draining the swamp. And a lot of the swamp has to do with these agencies that regulate our food industry and our health industry. Huge. and so if he is serious about draining the swamp this time around, having some type of council or group looking into these health things and potentially getting rid of these agencies would actually be incredibly beneficial to America. And it would be him living up to his 2016 campaign promises. I'm okay with it.
If Big Pharma defrauds American patients and taxpayers or puts profits above people, they must be investigated and held accountable.
Now, that's one thing that would be slightly difficult, because I think it was Reagan who gave Big Pharma immunity specifically for vaccines. So you can't sue Big Pharma if you have a vaccine injury. The government will pay for your issues if you can go through the legal problems. So if he could strip immunity away from Big Pharma in those points where they have immunity, that would be amazing. And hopefully they would actually clean up their act so that we wouldn't have to deal with as many of the toxins that we're currently dealing with.
When I'm back in the White House, I will establish a special presidential commission of independent minds who are not bought and paid for by Big Pharma, and I will charge them with investigating what is causing the decades-long increase in chronic illnesses.
So I think that's also a great idea, because currently the FDA is just a revolving door for special interests in the food and drug realm of America. It just goes from CEO of one company into the FDA and then back out to that company after a couple of years, or maybe a different company. But because of that, the FDA is not looking out for us, it's looking out for the corporations. And probably every other agency out there, it's the exact same thing. The defense industry and the Defense Department have very, very close ties as well. That's not part of this video, but if he could shut down that revolving door for all of the agencies, that would be a huge step forward in the benefits of America.
I understand Big Pharma, I believe, better than anybody else. I know where they're coming from. And then I will ask them to publish recommendations for how every American child can have a safe and healthy childhood. This is a conversation that is long overdue, and it's a conversation that American families deserve. American families must have this conversation, and they must have a leader, a president, who can do something about this problem. And I will do that. Thank you.
If he becomes president again and actually lives up to this, that would be amazing. And in some ways, I feel sorry for Robert F. Kennedy Jr. having that arrow taken out of his quiver as far as things that people would want to vote for him for. That might swing a few votes towards Trump, but his loss is America's gain. I think the same thing happened when Trump was talking about possibly pardoning Julian Assange, or stopping the prosecution. I don't know. But I think the entire reason why Biden let him go was because of, or didn't let him go, gave him a better deal, was all because he didn't want Trump to use that as a bludgeon to beat him over the head with politically. But those are just my thoughts. What are yours? Please comment down below, and as always, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.